A new winner-takes-all event is heading to the Californian tournament this year. This year's BNP Paribas Open will host a tie-break tens event for the first time in its history, with a group of top male players set to feature. The Eisenhower Cup will take place at the tournament on March 5 before the start of matches. The event, which will raise money for the 4 local charities in the area through ticket sales, is being sponsored by American manufacturer Massimo. 11-time French Open champion Rafael Nadal is set to headline the event. Unlike traditional tennis, the exhibition event sees players playing a series of matches, with the winner being the first to reach 10 points, with at least a 2-point gap. Players will change ends after 6 points. The winner of the Eisenhower Cup receives $150,000 in prize money. Alongside Nadal, Dominic Thiem, Marin Cilic and Stan Wawrinka will take part. A total of 6 players will feature. How the evening will work is that the participants will be split into 2 groups for the round-robin stages. The winner of each group will then face off in the final for a chance of winning the prize money. "We are thrilled to have the Eisenhower Cup presented by Massimo kick off the BNP Paribas Open and raise funds for local charities," said Tommy Haas, BNP Paribas Open Tournament Director. "We are grateful to Rafa, Dominic, Milos and Gail for participating in a special evening that will be a terrific way to begin this year's tournament." Indian Wells is the latest venue to host a tie-break tens event. Similar competitions have previously been held at the Royal Albert Hall, London, Wiener Stadthalle, Vienna, Caja Magica, Madrid, and Madison Square Garden, New York. This year, in the 44th edition of the Indian Wells Open, which is categorized as a Masters 1000 event for the men, Juan Martín del Potro is the defending champion. Meanwhile, in the women's draw, world number 1 Naomi Osaka will be hoping to claim the trophy for a second year in a row. Set to make his first appearance in Dubai for almost a decade, the Croat is hungry for success. Marin Cilic, at Australian Open, Twitter. After a turbulent start to 2019, former US Open champion Marin Cilic is hoping that he will be able to get back on track at the upcoming Dubai Tennis Championships. The world number 10 has only managed to feature in 1 tournament this year, reaching the 4th round of the Australian Open before going out to Spain's Roberto Bautista Agut. In recent weeks, the Croat has been slowed down on the tour by a knee injury, recently withdrawing from the Rotterdam Open to continue his rehabilitation process. "I was very busy at the end of the last season. I had London and the Davis Cup as well. That didn't give me too much time to rest and prepare for the new season," the Khaleej Times quoted Cilic as saying on Saturday. "I had some problems with my knee, but I feel good now and I hope that the new season one will have no problems with it." With his recent knee woes behind him, 30-year-old Cilic is hoping for a solid run in Dubai, a tournament he last played back in 2010. 8 top 15 players, including Kenny Shikori and Roger Federer, are set to play in the draw. Cilic is seeded 3rd in the tournament and faces a tough opening match against Gael Monfils, who recently lifted the Rotterdam title. "It's one of the toughest draws for me. Gael has just won Rotterdam, so he must be in great form. I watched a couple of matches and he played great tennis there," Cilic said. Last year, Cilic achieved a win-loss record of 44-20 on the tour, reaching his 3rd Grand Slam final at the Australian Open and winning his 18th Grand Slam title at the Agon Championships at Queen's. Furthermore, he helped guide his country to success in the Davis Cup. There is still one thing that Cilic wants: a 2nd Grand Slam title. September will mark the 5th anniversary of his triumph at the US Open, where he defeated Nishikori in the final. "You know, you are always pushing yourself to win more titles. The bottom line is that I need to try to improve as a player and to reach the potential that I can reach," he said. "Who knows, I can win 1 or 2 more Grand Slams, or probably I may not." but I will just keep trying to play as well as I can. Cilic will play his first-round match against Monfils in Dubai on Monday. The Frenchman has been criticized for his behavior during his latest match on the ATP Tour. Benoit Paire, photo by Chrysaline Caillot, copyright at Sport Vision. Former top 20 player Benoit Paire has said the crowd acted like sheep during his clash with David Goffin at the Open 13 in Marseille on Thursday. The Frenchman crashed out 6-2, 6-3, to the Belgian third seed. During the match, a frustrated Paire received 2 code violations for unsportsmanlike conduct and subsequently received a point penalty during the second set, smashing his racket on court out of anger. Moments after the match, he was booed off the court by his home crowd. https://twitter.com/tennisTV/status/10986639899045800960. Following his loss, Paire questioned the attitude of the crowd, saying that he didn't understand their reaction to him. The 29-year-old is renowned for his at times controversial behavior. Last year he was fined $16,500 for breaking 3 rackets during a match at the Washington Open. In January he also took swipe at officials at the ASB Classic in Auckland concerning their scheduling. There are 2 who whistle and then it's a bit like sheep, Paire told reporters about the crowd in Marseille. There is one that dives, then everyone dives in. If people prefer that, all the better. They hissed at me because, supposedly, I did not fight enough. I tried to come back. Goffin played some beautiful points at the end. Yes, I got angry, because I'm disappointed to lose. That's tennis. Despite the hostile reception, Paire stated that he will not be losing any sleep over the incident, shutting down questions over his ability to control his emotions and behavior on the court, something he has struggled to deal with throughout his career. I'm 29 years old, I've been on the circuit for 10 years, I'm trying to get better every day, I still have a great match, and for me a very good level of play, he explained. Afterwards, the crowd, whistle, that's not going to stop me from sleeping well. I'm going to go change, go for a drink and everything will be fine. It is the second time this year Paire has been booed by the crowd at a home tournament. 2 weeks age, he crashed out 6-2, 6-0, to Thomas Berdych at the Montpellier Open. During the match he complained to the umpire, every time I hit a shot the crowd, say, Les Benoit. Every time. No, I told you in the first game already. You didn't say anything. Le Français Benoit Paire par la public DL at Open Set-a-France après sa défaite 6-2, 6-0 face à Thomas Berdych en du finale at via Occitanie TV. Alexis, February 6, 2019. Marseille was Paire's 7th tournament this year. So far, he has achieved a win-loss record of 6-7 in 2019, but has only won back-to-back matches in 2 of those tournaments. Paire's scheduled return to action next week at the Dubai Tennis Championships. France's next best thing is having a breakthrough week in Marseille. Hugo Humbert in action at the 2018 Paris Masters, photo by Chrysaline Caillot, copyright at Sport Vision. When it comes to the next generation, names such as Stefanos Tsitsipas and Alexander Zverev are at the top of the list. But a bit further down the list is another player with a very promising future. 20-year-old Hugo Humbert hasn't been in the media spotlight as much as some other players his age. Yet, his rise on the tour has been just as impressive. Within 12 months he improved his year-end ranking from 374th in 2017 to 84th in 2018. During that time he has won 6 titles, 3 in the Futures and 3 on the Challenger Tour. At the US Open last year he made his Grand Slam debut after coming through qualifying, losing in the second round of the tournament to Stan Wawrinka. I am much stronger mentally from last year to this year. I am working on that with my coach, Cedric Reynaud. Now, I know that I can win a challenger. For me, it's important. I can be more aggressive with my game and beat good players, former junior world number 16 Humbert said last August. Humbert's rise up the ranks continues this year. Over the weekend he defeated former top 40 player Steve Darcy in 3 sets to win the Cherbourg Challenger in his home country, an achievement that has elevated him to a ranking best of 75th in the world. The momentum continues into this week's Open 13, which is an ATP 250 event. On Thursday he stunned second seed Borna Coric 6-3, 6-3, to reach his maiden quarterfinal on the ATP Tour. Coric is the highest-ranked player he has ever defeated. "My level was good, very positive," ATPTour.com quoted Humbert as saying. "The atmosphere was great, and it's always easier when you aren't the favorite. This was the first time I played a player ranked that high. I was able to stay calm and played well." Speaking to French media at the tournament, the next-gen star said he managed to secure the milestone win by staying calm throughout the match. Against Coric, he dropped only 6 points behind his first serve and saved both of the break points he faced. "I handled the important moments very well," he said. "I was strong on it. I remain calm. One must not be too euphoric yet." Now with a shot of reach the semi-finals in Marseille, the rising star will next take on Germany's Matthias Bachinger, who is ranked 143rd in the world. Bachinger hits hard, he's a dangerous and aggressive player. "We saw it at the end of 2018 in Metz where he reached the final after coming out of qualifying," Humbert commented about his upcoming opponent. Humbert is currently the 4th youngest player in the top 100 on the men's tour.